Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Koray LED grow lights. Tonight, with my workmate Jack, we are going to share with you some precious, brilliant tent grow experience.
Hello everyone, this is Jackie. Welcome to our online show.
Stay with us. This is a great show.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I have a question for you, King. Can you share your reason with us why you sell LED grow lights?
Oh, they're really great. Trust me, they can dance.
Oh, really?
Let's see. Now let's show you some sample demonstration.
Yeah.
We are going to show you G1000, G2000, G4000. As you can see on this picture, it's the light bulb, which made of aluminum.
Yeah.
And on the back, it's the driver. And the driver, you can see different plugs. That's for different countries, because each country have different electricity rules. We follow the rules. And the lights were covered by glue. It's waterproof, can use in homemade environment. We are using famous Samsung diamonds. It's quality stable, guaranteed. This is no fun design. When running this light, it's quite light, quite quieter. You can hear your heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. Dimension.
This is the dimension of this G1000. It's 11.7 wide and 10.4 length.
Okay, also, there's a waterproof connector, which is TUV certified and IP68. And also, the power cord is 1.8 meters long. And if you need extension, can be easily purchased from your local shop. Okay, let's move on. And for the LED used on this grow light, we'll use Samsung AM301B. And there are 208 pieces Samsung white LEDs on board. And also, there are 8 pieces 660 nanometer red. Also, there's one piece extra 730 nanometer far red, which makes it a full spectrum. Okay, next. Okay, it's the package for G4000 module. And as you can see from size that this package is about double size of the G2000. It's about 8.8 kilogram per piece. And the dimension of one single package is 70 by 59 by 13 centimeters. And also, in the package, the components are basically the same. One grow light and a pair of hangers and a pair of adjustable ropes. And also, there is power cord and with plug from different standards.
Jack, my brother, why you are selling Koray LED grow lights?
The reason for this, I think, should be Koray grow lights are really high, good quality. Trust me. Koray LED grow lights quality is very good and generate very high power. I will show you.
This car crash is a once-in-a-lifetime incident. Somehow, one of the race cars drives over on top of another car and stays there.
ça se touche et l'accrochage. Et une voiture. Incroyable image de Jules Goudon posée sur le toit de Geoffrey de Narda. Et Jules Goudon qui va perdre. C'est l'image du jour ici en Porsche Carrera Cup.
Yeah, it's quite obvious. Koray generates double height of normal LED grow lights. As we know, quality is the most important issue for factory development.
Yes.
So, what guarantee does Koray can give?
For the warranty, this item, we can offer a 3 years warranty by default, and the terms are below. And this light can be returned or replaced within 30 days after delivery, and in the precondition of non-artificial damage. And also all free warranty within 1 year, and free pass repairing and service. And 3 years of free pass can be provided. During the first year to the third year, free pass, and buyers bear the freight back and forth and repairing fees. So that's all about about the 3 years warranty terms.
We can see obviously Koray guaranteed quality beyond its sales.
Yes. Okay, I also have a question here. Are all the red LEDs supposed to be the same brightness level? Because I have a red LED towards the center that isn't as bright as others, barely working.
Don't worry, this is air. Air is dim, then other light dials. You can wear glasses to see it is working.
Oh, I understand now. Okay, let's move on. And does the waterproof glue coating also absorb some of the spectrum of light? For this question, translucent. And I would imagine the issue it would have with a glue or coating such as this would be scattering of wavelengths. The reason translucent would not be an issue. The color of an object or material is determined by the wavelengths it absorbs and those it reflects. An object has the color of visible light appears white. A material that absorbs all of visible light appears black. And a red apple that absorbs all wavelengths, but red appears. Yes, but red appears, and thus the translucent glue would be a transmission medium.
Yeah, I can see. Now this question is clear. Before, there's one brand, they promote the quantum board without this glue. It's not waterproof, but they insist this is the best scientific explanation for the high power generates. But now we can say the cover with glue cover, it's waterproof, it's much better design.
Oh.
Yeah, this question from most plant growers. How far should you keep this away from the plants?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yep. For seeding, the height should be 24 inches. For germination, it's about 24 inches to 30 inches. For white, 18 inches to 24 inches. Flower, 12 inches to 18 inches. If you see you're getting light burn, raise the light a little bit up, 3 to 4 inches.
Okay, the next is G1000 or G2000 for a 2.5 by 2.5 feet. And the answer is G1000 works very well for that size. But if you can afford it, I would go with G2000 because LED grow light won't burn the plants, but plants will benefit from the stronger lights. Surprisingly, it does not get hot as I thought, and it would without the building fan. Okay, let's move on.
How many lights would I need for a 4x8 tent? The G1000 is recommended to flower a 2 by 2 feet area and wire and like a 3 by 3 feet tent. So according to your use, for flowering, you would need 8 pieces of this G1000. It's best you look at the G2000 or even G4000 rather than purchase 8 pieces of this G1000. You could use 4 pieces G2000 or 2 pieces 4000 to cover the same area. Remember, G1000 flower 2 plants.
Yes.
And if you need the big tent, just make the quant.
Yeah.
Let's go on.
Okay, there's another question. How many of these lights would I need for a 44-inch by 12 feet room? Oh, sounds like a bigger room. And as you know, each G1000 module will flower at a 2 by 2 feet area. So technically, about 12 pieces needed. But to be safe, I would go with 16 pieces and do 2 rows. Each row there are 8 pieces. Yeah.
I have clones that are on a 2 by 6 rank. What would be best configuration? 2 G1000 or 1 G2000? This is a senior grower because the senior grower know how to make clones. Since the G1000 the footprint is 3 by 3 feet and the G2000 is 3 by 4 feet, it seems that 2 G1000 would give better coverage for your application. I have 1 G1000 for 3 by 3 feet area containing veggies. Happy with coverage.
Yeah, so the answer, how many lights would be needed? It depends on your budget, I guess. You can choose 2 of them. It depends. Not only one choice. You have more choice, right? Okay. This one is about the yield. Yeah. Normally, I make 500 grams of flowering in a 3 by 3 feet tent with 600 watt HPS. And how many G1000 will I have to buy to get the same yield? Speak of the yield, usually it's about 1.5 gram per watt. It's up to 3 gram per watt. So 2 pieces could do it. Or you can choose the G2000. It also can be made to do flowering in a 3 by 3 feet grow tent. So you can use 2 pieces G1000 or 1 piece G2000 to get a same yield.
5 grams 1 tent. That's very high yield.
Yeah.
Any other size the light that fits my 5 by 5 feet grow area? It's a big tent. Actually, and luckily, we have G4000. Grow light fits your 5 by 5 feet area.
Would G1000 cover a 3 by 6 grow room? In my understanding, the answer is no, because the G1000 is rated for a 3 by 3 feet grow space. So it will need about 2 pieces of them. If your plants have a flowering phase, the night is only rated for a 2 by 2 growing space. So the correct answer, I guess, should be 2 pieces G1000 if you are only doing the bedding phase. And you will need 3 pieces G1000 if you want to cover this 3 by 6 grow room. 3 pieces G1000 for the flowering phase. Yeah.
This is another question about tent. The tent also size 3 by 3 feet. Then I purchased a G1000. How many plants can I flower to have the best yield? Personally, I wouldn't crowd the tent. As far as the light is concerned, it's great, but it doesn't have a large footprint. So, to answer, maybe 2. Maybe I'm getting another G1000 and plugging in with the cable, running them side by side. I believe in that plant size would be ideal.
Oh, I think I know the answer now. Okay, this one is 4 pieces G1000 equals 1 pieces G4000. And the answer should be no. And as I showed you just now, on this one, on the G1000 module, there are only 208 pieces LEDs on board. However, let me show you the G4000. On the G4000 one, there are 4 boards. There are 303 pieces LEDs. There are about 38 difference. That means 1 pieces of G4000 module is much more. There are about 38% more LEDs on the board, and the actual power is 430 watts, which is more than 4 times of a G1000 module. So it is different. 4 pieces G1000 does not equals 1 pieces G4000. Yeah.
I have a 2 feet by 4 feet by 80 inches tall grow tent.
Yeah.
Would 2 G1000 be better, or would 1 G2000 put out more light total? Or would it be the same amount? The answer is the G2000 is better for G1000 is for 3 by 3 wide, 2 by 2 flower.
Okay. This one is about the recommendation. Okay. What would you recommend for a 10 by 12 feet room? For this one, if you are using G1000 module, we would suggest that it is about 6 pieces G1000. Also, because we have other options, so maybe you can also consider 3 pieces G2000 or 2 pieces G4000. They are also very good choice. It depends on which one do you prefer. Yes.
This tent is 4 by 4 by 8 feet. It is better to have a G2000 and a G1000 or 2 G2000. 2 of the G2000 would be better, although you are still going to have uneven coverage on the sides and the corners, and you need to report your costs. Ideally, 6 G1000 would be better, but cost more money, and be more work hanging here and there. But you can achieve perfect coverage. And be able to break your lights up later and use them in more tents.
Yes. Okay, let's move on. This one is also about how many lights needed. How many plants would you grow with just this light? And the total space is a 4 by 4 tent. Eventually, I'll add another light, 3 plants in a 5-gallon container. Okay. In the specification, we recommend 1 light per 3 by 3 feet space for the vegging growing, and 2 by 2 feet of blooming plants. And I can easily fit 6 cans of butter hand lettuce under 1 light. If you want to fill your 4 by 4 space with blooming plants, then you will need 4 pieces lights and not 2. Start off with 1 plant and see how much room you have left at the end of the grow. And less plants are always easier to manage than too many in the same space. So basically, our suggestion is you can test a sample at the start, and when you're doing into flowering, then you can know exactly how many pieces is fit for your grow area. Yeah. Let's move on.
It's a long show. I got thirsty. Excuse me for a second.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you.
Okay. 1 second.
Yes, bro, I'm back.
Okay. And what is the slowest thing you have ever met?
This I'm not sure. You know, been to different cities, different occasions. You have been through some time, you know, some fast, some slow.
Is this the slowest one?
I don't remember.
I think I'm having an overdose of this, so is my wife.
Okay, you and your wife?
Yes.
Overdose of what?
Marijuana. I think we're dying.
Okay, how much did you guys have?
I don't know. We made brownies, and I think we're dead. I really do. Time is going by really, 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 really slow.
Do you guys do this on a regular basis?
No, this is the first time that we've ever done it.
And you've never done marijuana before?
Yeah, I have.
And you've never had this reaction to it before?
No, ever. What's the score in the Red Wings game?
What?
What's the score in the Red Wings game?
I've got no clue. I don't watch the Red Wings.
Oh.
Should I say it's 911? So it's in America, and this man and his wife get high. Well, remember, also Koray LED grow lights get very hyper and generates good yields. But remember to always pay attention to the weight. Do not get too high, otherwise you need to call 911. But as a Chinese, I have to tell you, do not get high in China. What country is this product manufactured in?
Yeah, that's a super easy question.
Made in China.
Yeah, we're proud to notify you that we're made in China. Okay, this one is about the working voltage. Does it work in 220 to 240 voltage countries? Yeah, and you know, for this G1000 board, it works fine from 100 watt to 240 voltage, but need to check the plugs if you are not in the USA. Let me show you the details of the driver is here. Okay, this side. As you can see that we're using meanwhile XLG driver, and the input voltage for this one is 100 to 275 and 77 voltage. So if your working voltage is between this range, you are fine. And one more thing you need to notice that if you are not in the USA, please inform us to change for the plug you are using. You know, we are available with also EU standard plugs, UK standard plugs, also AU standard plugs, and others. We have all the one you need. Okay.
That's many pluggers. And you know, if you travel to other countries, be sure take a converter.
Yes.
Or contact us. We give you different plugs.
Okay.
This is a good question. I would like to use this as supplemental lighting in my greenhouse. Is there any problem doing this in such humid environment? In the beginning of this video, we tell you that our light bulb is covered by glue. It's waterproof. The driver used in the G series is meanwhile, and it's waterproof level IP67. In addition, we have added a protective layer on the light bulb to ensure that the diodes will not be problem in humid environment.
Okay, let's move on.
Yep.
This is from another grower. He's asking, I want to ask about G1000. Which HPS bulb strong is replaced for this one? No, it's very easy. For this G1000, the actual watt is about 100 watts, yes, and it can replace a 250 watt HPS. So the calculation is very easy. For example, if you're using a G2000 module, it is to replace about 400 watt HPS. And if you are choosing our G4000 module, we can replace the HPS 1000 watt. Yeah, therefore this info are very helpful when you're choosing LED grow lights. Okay, it's about the working. Okay, how do you stop the light from flashing on and off? I would think the power adjustment is too high or too slow and it's shutting off. So our suggestion is that you can shut the lamp down and contact our online service, and we should be able to offer you a solution. Yes.
I have had this light for just 1 month, and half of the light LEDs have started dimming noticeably.
Yeah.
Any idea why? And what would this about? Thanks so much. It's our communication on the message. We already shipped another new replacement. We cannot guarantee this product 100 good quality, but all your requests will be offer good solution. Don't worry, you are our God. All your requests will be make good solution instantly. Once you send a message, we will respond and absolutely give you the perfect solution.
Yeah, our team is always on your back. So if you have any issues, don't forget to contact our after-sale service. Okay, this one is about the growing shell. If I hang this below a shell, how much air gap do I need between this light and the shelf? Is related to the installation height, I guess, and it is unlikely to catch anything on file, but I'd make sure there is a clear space. There's a clear space for the heat to escape. Wouldn't put under a shelf that is blocked off on all sides to ensure heat escapes.
Is it safe to use this to light a room for human use? I'm not talking about ever really looking at it, but it might be seen in the corners.
Okay.
There are much cheaper alternatives than this for a room. But if you ask him, will it bother people if it's in the same room? Then no. It's just might be a little bright in your corner.
Oh, this one is about the spectrum. And isn't the green and yellow spectrum light output just waste energy? Oh, this is a very, very professional question, I think. You know, sometimes one may hear that plants do not use green light for photosynthesis and reflect it. However, this is only partially true. While most plants reflect more green than any other in the visible spectrum, and a relatively small percentage of green light is transmitted through or reflected by the leaves. The majority of green light is useful in photosynthesis. Plants use everything between 400 and 700 nanometer, and also some UV light and far-red light above this range. So we can know that green and yellow lights are also helpful for the growing. It's not kind of waste of energy.
It's another question about our light. Can I use an extension cable in between the driver and the board? If so, which one? I want to move the driver outside of my box to reduce heat. It has a special connector that won't plug into an extension cord. I'm running 2 G1000 with drivers attached, with hardly any heat buildup. As you can see on the picture, you can buy this extension cord easily from the Walmart.
Okay, this one is about the driver. Can you use 100-watt driver for 150-watt driver? The answer is negative. Let me tell you the reason. As you can see that on this 1000 module, we're using meanwhile XLG 100, and that means the actual power of this one, it should be less than 100 watts, and the actual watt should be close to 95 watts, I think. So if you are using a 150 watt driver, it will be overload, and we are always leave some space for the driver because you cannot overrun the driver. It is one of the most important parts. We want to make it a really long lifetime.
This is a very interesting question. Could this light be used over a small indoor fish pond to maintain floating plants without blinding the fish? I'm guessing our grower have finished the first cycle, got the good harvest, and he want to put this light somewhere else. I think it's better to give away. But the answer for this question is you have to find some little sunglasses for the fish. Otherwise, the fish might be blinded.
Oh, really?
It's not very suitable. It's very bright.
Oh, I guess I know the answer now. Let's move on. Oh, it's about the sunglasses. Do I need sunglasses for this, or just regular sunglasses are okay? Yeah. This night system is very bright, and you should not look directly into the night. If you are going to working around the light for a considerable amount of time, it would be advisable for some kind of eye protection. The light system does have IR chips in them, so caution is recommended. I was using my sunglasses at first, and which did help. Then I ordered a set of UV glasses with interchangeable lenses, which make a big difference. And with the UV glass lens, you will be seeing the red spectrum for a moment until your eyes readjust back. Hope this helps. Also, there are two famous brands which Vivosun and Apollo both make good grow light glasses. And UVB blocking sunglasses would probably work.
Can I purchase this without the driver? Or can this be ordered with the Mingwell B series PWM driver?
Oh.
Remember this brand, Koray. We do OEM, ODM, OBM. Welcome to contact us.
Yes.
We are experienced to meet all your demands.
Yeah, we have been in the field for more than 15 years, I think. We start from 2005. We start the OEM at that time. Okay, we'll move on.
Are you able to deliver this item to Jakarta, Indonesia?
Yeah.
Thank you for your interest in Koray LED grow lights. We can send it to Jakarta, Indonesia. Actually, we are prepared to deliver Koray LED grow light to every single corner of this planet.
Oh, every corner of this planet sounds like a very huge project. What is your plan?
Yeah, we do have a plan. Like basketball, we have two, throw yourself in. If one time not enough, twice. Twice not enough, double. Throw yourself inside this business, you will find the right route.
A basketball player overjumped and caught himself going through the basketball hoop, going all the way in.
Remember, throw yourself in your business.
Yeah.
If one time not enough, double time. Double time not enough, double it.
Yeah.
Finally, you find the right way to do this business. Koray LED grow lights. Great, brilliant, good quality, guaranteed. Is this good for starting a vegetable garden and seed starting, tomatoes, peppers, etc.? I'm having success with it. Started my seeds a few weeks back. Things are coming fun. Pepper plants and eggplants slow to come in, and burnt a few of my plants. When I created a foil land box to contain and reflect the light, the heat the light generated toasted some of my seedlings. If you create a reflective siding, I would recommend giving the land enough space to want, since there is no fun with this light. It's very quiet.
Yeah.
And running this light, you can hear your heartbeat.